Kris, Hanna, Mayor of Marion, reporting on the General Council meeting at Marion Council this week. Well, first of all, some good news for a lot of the people who applied for community grants and youth grants. The decision has been made, and our team will be contacting people shortly, whether successful or unsuccessful. Among the successful community grants, there'll be an access path around the BMX track, our $8 million plus investment for BMX clubs on O'Halloran Hill, but it'll be great to have access for people with disabilities as well. Another example was some fitness classes that will be offered by the YMCA for older people. Moving on to the walking and cycling guidelines and plan for the next 4 years. The plan has a range of little suggestions of improving bike paths and areas where people could cross the main roads, etc. The critical thing there is that people suggested a whole range of different suggestions which aren't being incorporated into this plan, but the next iteration of the plan, potentially in 4 years' time, those suggestions will be taken into account. There was some controversy about the guidelines, bearing in mind that the walking and cycling guidelines were mainly responded to during the community consultation by people who cycle or walk rather than motorists. So there's a heavy emphasis in the document towards those who travel by wheels or feet. But for example, there was a suggestion that all local roads should have speed limits of 40 kilometres per hour and for streets to be narrowed. Now, during the debate, the council saw wisdom in at least adding the words "where appropriate," because a lot of our streets are narrow enough already. On another front, in relation to streets, we're about to go out to consultation with our suggestions for major streetscape works. The word streetscape meaning beautifying a street, it means trees, it means special designs perhaps on the footpath, that sort of thing. And we're planning to prioritise Newland Avenue, which is the entranceway to Merino, Adams Road, which is an entry road to Trott Park, and also Norfolk Road, which goes off of Marion Road towards where we're going to be building the new basketball stadium. So that consultation, if you want to go online, you'll be able to find out details about that shortly on the Making Marion page. And of course, you can always phone up or speak to someone about how to get your views across. And finally, I'll just mention MarionLIFE. Now that is a welfare centre, essentially, next to the Marion Church of Christ on the corner of Marion Road and Allawuna Avenue. And they have a project to build a 5-storey complex which will include housing as well as a great variety of welfare services. So although it's not a council project as such, we did decide to offer support in principle to help the MarionLIFE people get additional funding from those levels of government which can better afford it than we can.